could save bookmarks directly on your desktop. If that's not the most parental thing I've ever seen. Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien. You're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the "my kids are in trouble" rodeo. What is it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into the small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement. They don't sound happy. As I am led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. We find another teacher in the boiler room, tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Oh, whoa. Wait a second. Lucian, did you try to cask of Amontillado, Ernest? I am neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to his cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So, wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest is just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes. Dad!
Whoa!
It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then a review of the movie.
Sweet man.
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me.
I don't know.
Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I am not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you are struggling. So if you do decide you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe we can spend this next week looking for a summer job, hmm? I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucian continues staring out the window. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's all right. And all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good. So there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. He's probably going through a phase. I really admire how you handled that. Does this kind of thing happen a lot? I really admire how you handled that. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him. I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It rarely does. You're a good dad. See you around soon? It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Ah yes, the cask of Amontillado phase of teenagehood, right? Everybody goes through that, yeah? Everybody wants to, you know, brick in their enemy under the basement of the school. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket, watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo! What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers, Extreme Edition. Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular-sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school and pick up Lucian since he tried to... He lured Ernest down to the cellar with a promise of a fine vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucian live-streamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he really is good company. And a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Laserdisc is clearly the superior digital video format. Date complete! These categories.
My stars, this... Never in a million moons have I had a date such as exquisite as this one.
Wow. Very impressive. Rank S. Cargo short, proud parent, Victorian, Ujosama, afternoon tea, and Poe. Hilarious. Alrighty. While I am doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple of letters and a large yellow envelope through the slot. Takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at a large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope from HIA.
Yeah!
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please! I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And? The suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't... I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie! That's amazing! I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I can't believe I got in! Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview and your photography is incredible. Wait. Dad? I know this one's really expensive and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie. We're celebrating tonight. Dinner. Your choice. Wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a burrito with a view. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all of these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID. And Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know. I know. I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we all get a professional photo editing software for free. Yes, I also would like some burrito time. But hello, welcome back, Tipsy Tiger. How we doing? I hope you are doing all right, or at the very least, enjoying some time to spend with us here in Mountain Shade Village. It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. We take a survey online and they match us with someone with a similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story with our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled. Yes. Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms so you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit, or maybe a snake. Maybe both. Would the snake eat the rabbit, though? Oh boy. I think I'll leave all that up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had a talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horn, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop! You're gonna make me cry too! It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. That's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and a kiss on her forehead. I love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. Dad tip number 25. Drink plenty of water. Very good. Alright, looks like we got a story going on here. What is the update on the work times? So I know this is shocking, but the longest standing employee besides the CEO resigned effective immediately yesterday. He's been here for a whopping 3 years. Oh, geez. Does anybody know why? Because just up and leave, no notice, nothing, like... No, we have not gotten to the second date with Damien yet. We just finished up with Cask of Amontillado. So we just did the first date with Damien. We got a message from Craig, though. Hey, buddy. So I have a favor to ask. Robert invited me over for dinner. And I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro, but I've known the guy for years and still can't get a good read on him, and I know it's going to be super awkward if I go by myself. Will you please come with me? What are these emojis? 3 eggs in a pan, water droplets, and a sweat? What? Wouldn't it be a bro paw? Sir? Sir? How dare you? Only Damien? Only Damien? Always Damien? No one else? We can't go be a bro? Also, now all I can think of is the Enlightened Bros. Hey, bros. Can I give you a profession? Yeah. I appreciate your bro-lightenment, bro. Out of the frying pan into the... Well, in this case, it would be Robert. Craig is talking about Robert, but... Remind me of the boat scene with Amanda I just missed. Amanda just got accepted into HIA. And they were having burritos and discussing the new college. Down for being a bro? Alrighty. Let's go be a bro for Craig. I love food. Especially love food that's free. And I don't know why you're so sweaty over cooking, but sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Oh, we are so oblivious. Thank you. I really hope that it's sweat of relief. Yes, it's such a good TikToker. They make amazing content. Eat that dinner. Call someone if you're thinking about them. They probably want to hear from you. That doesn't sound too bad. I could definitely go for free food. But why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't? I hurry up and reply before my dad brain can work itself into paranoia spiral. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. Craig and I decide to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Craig is waiting on my porch, a bottle of white wine in hand.
Hey!
Taylor! Boy, am I glad to see you. Likewise, man. Classy of you to bring wine. Oh, it's not wine. It's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Wow. Or at least, I think he has a wine cellar. I'm genuinely unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him. Thank God it's not just me. I never know. Oh. He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly. Or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two first.
Hey.
One time, I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. I mean, it was at the very top of the trash can, like sitting above it, but still, if we were on trial, I think the jury would definitely define that as in the trash. There you go. Aha. In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of the trash before. Well, yeah, I think we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. True, maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we've been holding ourselves back. We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell, but the doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know. That's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. 1 second! This is uncharted territory, Taylor. What if he's the one making barking noises and there's no dog? Don't say that. We're not even inside yet. Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me. Taylor, didn't know you'd be tagging along. You just pick a dad by choosing who you want on the third date? Okay, so we're still going to do the second date with Damien. So we should have time. And then on the third date, we choose one. Excellent. Does Craig not tell Robert? Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. I can leave if there's not... No, it's fine. Come on in. We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. Make yourselves at home. We can still hear barking from the other room. I didn't know you had a dog, Robert. Oh yeah, that's Betsy. Have to put her up when guests are over. She'll calm down in a bit. What kind of dog is she? Pitbull, rescued from a dog finding ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I'll probably have to take you both to the ER. Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Craig, bro, if you made a bro paw. Yes, if there's a dog, it's bro paws. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay.
To the pungeon with you.
Anyways, dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like Oscar Brusco. Robert leaves the room, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers, "Was the dog fighting thing real, or was he kidding?" I don't know. What's Oso Busco?
Is this what you
I
come here
don't
for?
know.
For the cute voice. Is that why we're here?
I'm pretty sure it is.
We are aggressive.
I think that's
and
why you
cute.
come here. Leopold, how the heck are you, my friend? It is lovely to see you back in chat today. I hope you're doing well. As you can see, we are playing Dream Daddy at the vote of the lovely supporters here. The subscribers and Patreon supporters both. And we've got some Stream Raiders drops on today. So if you like Stream Raiders, you can pick up some drops for the game hanging out with us today. Did he make up that word? Until I have also Bosco in front of me, we can only assume so. We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed? Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one. Robert finally walks into the room carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dining table. Don't trust him. So we're eating here. What's up, family? What? Oh, what's up, family? My brain could not read that sentence for a second there. I've been MIA for a while, been sick. I've been meaning to play this game. It looks good. This has been highly entertaining. We did a feature stream with Dream Daddy a while ago. and got to play through a significant portion of the game, I would say. But for this one, my subscribers voted that we were going to romance Damien, who is not currently in this scene, but we're focused on getting the Damien dates, like, perfect. So that's our main focus for this one. But we're having fun with it, I think. And I know that a lot of folks were excited to see this one, so. I don't have a dining table. Don't trust them. So we're eating here. Also, I don't have real people plates. Hope that's okay. Robert sets plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. Looks like meat, maybe? Lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables? I think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta? I guess there's only one way to find out. I take a bite.
Nice.
Oh my god. I take another bite. The medley of flavors in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender, and the risotto, I think that's what it is so creamy. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? I fished it out of a dumpster behind a restaurant. Or at least I think it was a restaurant. Can you believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag. I'm kidding. I look over at Craig, who looks wary but still has his mouth full. He gives Robert a thumbs up. Glad you like it. Your voice acting is so good. Oh, thank you, Tipsy Tiger. I'm doing a kind of like reduced voice acting thing with this read through, because I don't want to get, you know, too overtaxed with it, especially because we do still have like the voice redeems and stuff, but just the little subtle changes, you know. I'm glad you like it.
Oh.
Where did you learn to cook like this? Worked in a restaurant in Spain for a hot sec. Is he messing with us? I decide to play along. You lived in Spain? Purple Carrot, thank you very much for the money time. I will add that to the list for the next breaks. And Nerd Boy, thank you very much for the chibi voice redemption. Subtle changes, you know. Oh, wait, chibi, yes. Yes. Chibi voice. We're ready for the chibi voice. You lived in Spain? After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever. Totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs whenever I could scrape together some cash. One night, I'm eating dinner in this little restaurant just outside of Madrid. I go to pay and realize I spent my last money on booze the night before. I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my mom's side. Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way back up from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back to the States? Who did he con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage to the crew quarters of his cargo ship? Anyway, I still love to cook. I don't know what's real anymore, but this food's so good, I kinda don't care. That's amazing. It really is. To be totally honest, I wasn't really expecting gourmet cooking here, especially not served on paper plates. I don't care about presentation. If the food's good, it should speak for itself. This osso bosco is screaming for itself. And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up. Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds? Help yourself, but save room for dessert. I made some lemon berry savarin.
Oh.
Wow, aren't you just full of... Craig looks over at me.
Hey.
Surprises. Robert winks. You bet I am. You can come over for dinner anytime. Craig. Look at the side-eye happening here. Look at that side-eye. I'm gonna go get seconds. I'm gonna go get seconds. Me too. After consuming way more osobusco than my body could handle, and then really ensuring a later food coma with a generous serving of whatever savarin was, Craig and I decide to head out.
Oh.
Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company. Especially if there's osobusco involved.